Hey guys, today we're installing the Magnum hybrid inverter into our Airstream.
In 2010, Airstreams did not come with inverters. So what that means is, even though we've got this nice plug right here, and we got a battery bank, nothing's happening. The batteries are not connected to these. They're different types of power. We have a whole nother video about that to explain that. But the point is, don't buy an Airstream or any trailer or any RV thinking, oh, it's got plugs on the wall, I can just pull over to the side of the road, plug something in and start charging my laptop or whatever. It doesn't work that way. You need an inverter. This is Magnum Energy's 3000 watt hybrid inverter charger. It's a pure sine wave inverter, so it converts your battery bank into power that you can use with a normal plug that you have in your house, like charging your laptop or running a hairdryer. It's also a charger. It will charge your battery bank when you're plugged into shore power. And the third thing it does is load assist. It's kind of a complex topic to cover, but basically what it does is if your generator or shore power doesn't have enough power to run everything you're running, it'll pull a little bit extra from your battery bank to make sure you always have enough power to run what you want to run. In an Airstream, there's not a lot of room to put stuff like a big inverter and an even bigger battery bank, so you got to get creative. Fortunately, we've got some great space here. We're going to pull out the old charge converter, rip that thing out, stick the hybrid inverter underneath the fridge, and put our battery bank in the closet. This is Scott from Magnum Energy. He provided the inverter. They're one of our sponsors and we are so grateful to them. This is Corbin. He's one of the nicest people in the world and he knows what he's doing and he's going to help us install this. Alright. The first step was to remove the charge converter. We decided to reuse the old circuit breaker and fuse panel, so that meant we only had to remove the bottom portion, which housed the charge converter. It's on the back side. You should probably cut the... So Corbin is the right guy for the job. He found a secret channel passageway going underneath the floor from side to side. That is... I can't even tell you how huge that is. We thought this would be an 8-hour job, drilling holes in the bottom of the Airstream, laying on the wet ground underneath. By the time I go and grab the camera, Corbin's done.
There's nothing to see, it was under the floor.
This is where batteries are going. Like literally, Corbin got that done before I could turn the camera on. Then we positioned the inverter under the fridge. When we went to put everything back in place, the panel wouldn't fit. The transfer switch on the back was coming in contact with the inverter, so we had to remove it and mount it separately.
That's why we want to get as much done as we need to before we go to the store so we can make a list.
We have a list. We're going to Home Depot, we're going to get some wire, 10 gauge, 6 gauge, self-tapping screws, NMs, which I learned what those are today, but forgot already. All right, we're off. Dinner time. Take a look at the size of this sandwich. That's a big sandwich. Thank you, Teresa, for picking it up for us.
Thank you, Jimmy John's, for cooking so I don't have to.
I'd given up on the idea of running my AC off my battery bank.
No, don't give up on that.
Yeah, absolutely not.
There's
no reason to give up on that.
No, especially just one.
We need to cover this transfer box because it used to be covered by this. So we went to Corbin's house, bent this on the brake, and now we're gonna cut it off right there and have a perfect little bracket. That'll work.
It goes on there.
The battery temperature sensor is marked with a yellow tab and goes in the yellow spot. We've got the red positive hooked up, the negative hooked up. We're going to put the covers on now. And then the remote is blue and goes in the blue spot.
Checking to see if this ground is connected to that ground. They are.
We have all the wires connected. The cover plate we have everything except the remote plugged in. And the ground right here for the RF and circuit protection. Everything's wired. Now, except the battery. We're gonna pop a battery in there as a tester real quick until our battery bank comes. Make sure everything works and we wired it all up correctly. Ready. Okay, everything's connected. Let's see if it works. Magnum Energy self-test connecting. Sweet, we have lights. Off. On. Inverting. Okay, let's see if our radio works on this plug over here. Yes!
Woohoo!
We have never had any of our plugs work when we're not connected to shore power because we've never had an inverter. This is awesome. Even our microwave's on. Well, it's been a wonderful night. It's 10:30. I honestly can't believe we got this done. We probably started at 4. And for 6 hours, that's pretty good, including a trip to Home Depot.
And dinner.
And dinner. Huge, huge shout out and thanks to Corbin for spending his time helping us do that. Nicest guy ever. And huge shout out to Magnum. Thank you for supporting us and providing us with this great inverter. And Scott, it was great to meet you. We encourage all of our viewers to go to Magnum's website and check out their stuff. They have some incredible stuff. No matter what your budget, Magnum has an inverter for you. And Magnums are the standard by which most other inverters are measured. And this hybrid inverter, if we could pick any inverter in the world, this is the one we would pick. And we're really excited to have it.